Hello everyone, this is Martin Rooney of Training for Warriors, and I want to welcome you to my free video course on mastery. Now, I don't know if you're a coach or if you're a trainer, you're a fitness enthusiast or an athlete, but I do know that you probably want to lose some weight, build some muscle, and feel better about yourself. So many people today think that that's all about the exercise. But what I believe is until you can gain command of yourself, until you can master yourself, those exercises aren't going to be that useful. This first video clip you're about to see, I told first a story about my book, Ultimate Warrior Workouts, where I traveled all over the world and worked with some of the top people in the world in exercise and martial arts. But what I realized was I thought I was chasing information about nutrition. I was chasing information about exercise. But these trips gave me my first glance to mastery.
But here's what I noticed. Everywhere I went, every guy, when they put their hands on me and we were training and we would do stuff, every guy, they were the same guy. They all had the same charisma, they all had the same attitude, they were all so confident, they were all so relaxed, the way that they performed and how effortless it was. And what I really realized, what I was studying, I wasn't studying individual martial arts. What I was seeking out, what I wanted to be like them. I wanted to be a master of something. These people were masters, like you said, and you could see it. It was just easy to see. The way they would do things was unbelievable. So this book, what people never see, the underlying thing that really was, I was getting a 3-year journey to examine mastery, how people master something. Because in my studies, one of my favorite lines ever, a man who has attained mastery of an art reveals it in his every action. See, these people were great at one thing, but you know what? They were great at a lot of stuff. Like they were great at their ability to communicate. They were great at their ability to keep themselves under control and composure. That art had become a vehicle for them to master other aspects of their life. And I got it. Like that's what I said. I see it and you would see it. Every one of these guys, they had that samurai in them, that samurai philosophy. It wasn't about the art. I said it before. When people ask me now, hey, what's the best martial art? What's the best martial art? There's no best martial art. First off, most people are not going to get in a street altercation ever in their whole life. And even if they did and people jabber, nobody really does much about it. So whatever that art is that it's doing for you to help you reach mastery, that's your thing. See, I'm trying to make Training for Warriors my art. That's becoming my art now. That if you saw how I coached you this weekend and the things that I did with you, I'm trying to master that. To get you to do things and change you and turn you into something to make you more with this art. I'm just taking out the punches and kicks and still keeping physical training in there.
That last video clip should have given you a little taste of what this course is going to be about. But on the next video clip, before I tell you what mastery is, I'm going to show you some of the things that can hold you back from ever becoming a master of something. So, if you're looking to improve in your life, or you're looking to improve and become a master of something in your life, you have to watch out for what I call the 5 lakhs.
Now, the 5 lakhs, what I call them, the 5 lakhs is what I say. The things that if you lack them, you will not reach mastery. Hey, first one, we know this stuff already. Lack of purpose. Right? You got no purpose, you got no energy. We talked about it before. People ask me, Martin, how do you stay so fired up? See, I'm excited to give this presentation. I have just presented. We're coming up on 20 plus hours, but you know what? I'm fired up to give this thing right now. I got purpose. I got to make sure I finish this thing out right and deliver to you guys. So I got a strong purpose, so I'm going to reach mastery in delivering this speech. But hey, if you got no purpose, you don't know what you're really here for, you don't know what you're supposed to do, you're never going to be great at something. You will go your life, and the biggest tragedy will you will have never reached greatness in something. Lack of discipline. You know your purpose, you know what you're supposed to do, but you never do it. You never do anything about it. You just procrastinate. You know what the definition of procrastinate is in Training for Warriors? It's getting ready to get ready. I'm always getting ready to get ready, but nothing ever happens. It's a lack of discipline. Remember I told you today, you know what I do? What's one of the secrets? I take action. Take action immediate. I write the letters. I write the books. I write the articles. I will call people up. I will do what it takes. I will fly in here and I will present. All the little actions that somebody else won't take. Man, those added up over a lifetime. That's how you get there. Lack of focus. We talked about focus. We're bringing it all together. Remember the chair and the lion tamer. See, if you can't stay focused and you're worried about what's going on here and you're worried about what's that and I'm going to go over to this and you're paying attention to that and hey, what's Charlie Sheen doing with his life now and what's going on over here? Who cares? Make the most important thing the most important thing. Be very focused on exactly what you're doing at that time. The masters of the world have just been way more focused, way more disciplined than you at that thing. You already told me this weekend, you can learn any language you want. You just don't discipline yourself and you don't practice it. You don't focus on it, so it doesn't happen. It's actually easy. Mastery's right there waiting for you. Lack of enthusiasm. I started this entire course off on that. If you lack enthusiasm for the thing you want to master, you will not master it. You cannot be a 2 and turn yourself into a 10. You can't. Are you enthusiastic about something? It's like something that you want so bad you want to be the best in the world in. If you're not, you should figure out what that is because that, man, it's a major thing that we're driven towards. And lack of confidence. You will never be great if you have no confidence and you don't think you can do it. It'll never happen, right? So it's time to take the T off the can't. These 5 things, if any of those, and ask yourself, hey, this is the soul-searching part of the course again. Remember the first one where we talked about core values? Hey, which ones are you missing? You as focused as you need to be? Are you disciplined as you need to be? Are you taking consistent action? Do you even really know your purpose, exactly what you're supposed to do in the direction you're going every day? Are you enthusiastic? Are you more on fire than anybody else so that everybody around you says, man, how are you? Actually, you know what? That's a pretty good thing. The fact that everybody keeps asking me how I'm so enthusiastic means I am enthusiastic. If people are not consistently asking you all the time why you're so enthusiastic, you're not there yet. You could be more on fire. Because these things, if you lack this, here's what it leads to. Negative attitude, can't do it, it's not going to be me, you probably can't do it either. You don't become a beacon of hope. You start bringing people down. Overcaution, the time's probably not right. I'm going to wait for the perfect time. What I would say is, hey, do it now and maybe the time will be perfect. Do it now. Don't wait. Mediocrity. It's the biggest epidemic in the world. It's not obesity. It's not heart disease. It's mediocrity. People are mediocre at best. But when you ask people, hey, do you think you're average? They say no. I think I'm great. No, but you're not great. Mastery, we celebrate that at the Olympics. That's only a little tiny small portion of the population. Everybody could be greater. Mediocrity is the curse. You know why? Because when you're mediocre, you don't eat right. When you're mediocre, you become obese. When you're mediocre, you don't reach your dreams. You should, really examine yourself on this curve. Like, we want people excelling. You want to excel. You want to be so extraordinary that people want to surround themselves with you. And you can. See, this is what we're going to talk about today. You can have it. Anybody can have it. Anybody can master anything. Like, I got it now. And it's making so many things easier in my life. And then finally, hey, you got these 3 things, then you're probably hanging with the wrong people too. I've said this one before. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Who are they? You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If they're overweight, you're overweight. They're on drugs, you're on drugs. If they're superstars, gold medalists, world-class surgeons, business owners, then you become the average of those guys. And see, that's hard. That's hard, right? I can't get rid of some of these people. I know they're not right for me. I can't get rid of them. Then be prepared to be mediocre or be the average of that. And that sounds hard, but when I asked everybody who would like to master something in their life, everybody says yes. Then I say, who's prepared to do some of these things? Most people say no.
Over the last 3 years, we've had over 2,000 people just like you from around the world go through our Training for Warriors Level 1 certification. Now, no matter who you are, whether you're a coach, a fitness enthusiast, an athlete, a therapist, I know you want to help people to become more. And the way that people become more, whether it's losing fat, building muscle, or feeling good, is they've got to get closer to personal mastery. And that's what this video course is all about. Now, on the last video you just saw, we showed you the 5 ways not to reach mastery. I tried to show you that first. In the next video that you're going to see, you are going to now get tools placed in your toolbox on how to make that mastery happen. Now, keep an eye out in your email box for that video and help me out for a second. If you have any comments or any questions about the video you just saw, please write them below in the space provided. That's going to help me continue to make these courses better and to improve the Training for Warriors system. So now, sit back, keep looking out for that next email, and hey, we're going to keep bringing you more great information from Training for Warriors.